Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am Simming in Oz and this is creating the Addams Family. I recently got the Life and Death pack like yesterday and I was going through all the features and all the hairstyles and I started to think to myself, oh, this is the Addams Family pack, isn't it? Like, so much of this pack is obviously geared towards making the Addams Family. Like, you don't put pigtails and bangs in my Sims game, EA, without me thinking, they want me to make the Addams Family, because of course. And, you know, you've got like the macabre trait coming out, and you've got pinstripe suits, and you've got gothic chic, and I'm like, EA, you're trying to tell me something, aren't you? So fine, I'm listening and I am making the Addams Family. We are starting off with the iconic Wednesday Addams. I've made her a teenager and I have made her macabre, which is the new trait, which I'm looking forward to having a look at. And she's also a loner. She's a teenager, so I didn't get to pick 3 traits, but I'm loving her. I wanted to go very much from the inspiration of the new show coming out. So I wanted to pay homage to Jenna Ortega, who plays the lovely Wednesday Addams, and I think she just perfectly embodies that character. She is so unique looking and beautiful, and I just love what they've done with her. So while I did enjoy the show, I'm looking forward to season 2, and I thought if I was ever going to make the Addams Family, it would have come out with season 2, but EA jumped the gun, so here we are. I got up a picture of Jenna Ortega on my phone while I was making this, and I did try. I feel like, not right now, but towards the end, I do hit on something that's kind of faithful to the actual actress, but you know what? There's some slight differences. The Sims can't do everything, so we'll just try our best. And I don't really like to dabble in custom content for my creator Sims, so I just have to do it all al natural. So here I am. I am creating her wardrobe now, and I think I went like 100% Life and Death pack because they're spoon feeding it to me at this point. So obviously she's got a very practical, yet there's a sort of elegance to her wardrobe. So lots of boots, lots of layering, very high-necked, nothing to show off the body or anything. She loves her layers, she loves being covered up. I didn't want to give her too much color or any color whatsoever because obviously she's allergic to color. So I gave her a slight bit of white, I think, in her main everyday outfit. I did give her a few everyday outfits just so I could go through and choose what I wanted to choose any day of the week. So she's got like a everyday, she's got a casual one, and then she's got a bit of a summery everyday one. And I'm just going through and picking out her wardrobe, but I just love how she turned out, and I think I kind of nailed it a little bit. But I'm excited because I'm actually really looking forward to playing this family. I did consider doing a Let's Play with the Addams Family just so I could explore the Life and Death pack, but I will give that some thought because honestly I'm quite busy with my Harry Potter save at the moment. I'm currently getting through Hogwarts and all of the other characters attached to that, so I don't know. I'm just not going to stress about it. I'm going to do what's fun for me and we'll just see how it goes. So here we have the absolutely gorgeous Morticia Addams. I did try and take inspiration from the Tim Burton Addams Family movies, which I'm pretty sure everyone has seen at this point. I lived off of those movies when I was younger and I absolutely love them. They are the quintessential Addams Family and you can't tell me different. I do also love the black and white TV show that we got ages and ages ago. I love the dad in that. He's probably the best part of it, but there's just something so iconic about the Addams Family and Addams Family Values movies. So we do what we can. We try and take inspiration from everywhere, but I was sort of leaning towards more the Tim Burton movies than anything else. So for Morticia, she doesn't quite look like the actress in the face. I did attempt something, but then at some point I threw it out the window and said, you know what, I'm doing my own thing. And I think she turned out lovely. I liked to give her a very thin, long face, and her frame is just sort of willowy, but also very generous in terms of her body proportions, just because, you know, she is an absolute goddess and she's so lovely. And I think the romance between her and her husband is one of the best on-screen relationships ever. I love them so much. So of course I needed them to be absolutely fabulous in their own way because gosh, the Addams families are just fabulous in every single way. So I just wanted to give them very basic activewear. I can never imagine the characters actually going out and doing activewear or swimwear, but you know what, we try and get in theme. I try to give them themed outfits for everything and go from there. But no, I love her. She's gorgeous. And I think I even enjoyed making her husband. So Gomez is up next. Oh, Gomez. Same thing. I think I speak for everybody. I hope I'm not the only one who had a major crush on the dad from the Addams Family movies. I so did. I so did. Oh, he's just so fun and ostentatious, and I just can't help it. Even as an adult, I'm like, oh, what a sweetie. So yes, this was an important thing to get right and make him look very dashing and charming, but honestly, I just tried to go off the actual actor himself. So he's got everyone in this family, sorry to the actors, but every one of them has just really weird noses. There's not a normal nose in the house, perhaps, apart from Jenna Ortega, but everyone else had these big, bulbous noses, and I struggled so much. But here we have Gomez. I tried to embody of course, the mustache and everything. I love that his skin tone is more of in line with the culture that they introduced in, I think, the TV show on Netflix, in that they made them just a bit more cultural and in touch with their Hispanic side, which I absolutely loved. So I tried to embody that. So I think I gave Morticia quite a pale complexion, and then their dad obviously has his lovely, just a bit tanner complexion, and that carries over onto his children. But also Uncle Fester is his own beast. I don't know what's going on with that man, but he's his own thing. He is pale. So here we are with Gomez. For his personality, of course, I think I gave them all macabre across the board. And then for Gomez, I gave him romantic, of course, same as Morticia, and self-assured. And then Morticia herself is actually family-oriented, because everyone in this family, and this is reflected in their relationships, is very close, and I wanted to embody that within this family. And I'm going through his wardrobe here, and I'm just like, I don't need to look any other packs. I can just filter in life and death, and EA is just going to spoon feed me exactly what these characters would wear. And yep, there's pinstripes. Yep, there's, you know, the costumes and everything. And okay, all right, we're doing this. So that was basically the easiest creator sim I've ever done. But thank you, EA. You've given me the perfect inspiration and tools to create the perfect Addams Family. So thank you. And here we have Fester Addams. Oh my god, I love the actor so much from the movies. He had such a big role, and he was so funny, and I love him to death. So I want to just sort of embody him, but there's no way I would be able to capture such a big and lively performance from that man, and it comes through in his face quite a lot. He has such a big smile and wide eyes, and I just struggled to embody that within Creator Sim, just because if you want them to be, you know, smiling, you have to sort of tilt their lips up a bit. They're not going to be massive. You can't just make these massive featured Sims, unless of course you're trying to get in custom content or mods or something, so you can actually drag things drastically. So I have to work within the frame of what Sims 4 is letting me able to do. But we try. I didn't want to give him too much black around his eyes, so I just went in with a very dark brown, and then I also gave him some light wrinkles and I think some freckles. I just wanted to texture up his face, just because we're working with no hair, and I felt like he needed a bit of something. So, and then of course for his build, he is very stocky, he's bulky, he's very plump, I suppose, around the middle, and I just gave him, he actually looks like a really weird version of Vladius, the vampire, and I'm gonna have to, in my save, I'm not gonna be able to have Vladius because Fester Addams just embodies him in such a weird way. He's got his clothes, he's got no hair, and I'm like, oh right, yep. So I wonder if Fester was a inspiration for Vladius when they did it. Probably not, but you know. So we're finally just going through his wardrobe. I didn't want to give him too varied. I think I just copy a lot of his everyday wardrobe and then just go with that. And here we have little Pugsley, probably the quickest of the family that I was able to do. He was lovely. I tried to give him a little bit of personality in his face. Sims 4 children all look the same, so we're just trying to give him very distinct features, something that lends itself to the character of the Addams family, which is really hard to do because all kids just look like potatoes, essentially. So I wanted to get his hair right. I gave him some freckles, and I think I drooped down his mouth and his eyes, and that just sort of gave him a very distinct feature. And then I'm just going through and giving him basic everyday wear. I gave him little Victorian boy socks, and I think that's absolutely adorable, and I love all the little children's wear and everything. I'm very glad that they're remembering to include children and what they're going to wear within these packs, because it felt like a young adult simulator for so long there, and that the bulk of the packs would just be dedicated to them. And here we have the last of our journey. So I got to the end of this and I thought, yep, that's the Addams family, great. And then I thought about it and I'm like, there's 2 more people I want to fit into this. One of them I can't, because I can't do Thing. I could turn Thing into a dog, but that's not going to happen. That would look weird. So I might make Thing a bird for the sake of story. So you do get a crow within Life and Death, and I'm hoping you can name them, and I might just make that Thing. And then we have Debbie. I wanted to make Debbie. I was just like, you know what? We need some personality within this family. Just not so much more personality, but a bit of contrasting personality. So I'm making Debbie. I love Debbie. I think she's the funniest person ever. I always think to myself, you know what? If Debbie had just sort of come straight with the Addams family while she was, ripping them off and trying to take their money, I think they respect the hustle. They respect, oh, I'm going to murder you and take all your money. And they'd be like, yeah, that makes sense. That tracks. Good on you. So I feel like if she was just straight with them, they'd be all just a happy family. She's not great personality-wise. Like, she does not love her husband, Fester, in the slightest. But I wanted to make them because, I love her so much. And I just love creating awful people in The Sims. So we get a Debbie. Wanted to give her a wardrobe very light color. She's got lots of jewels, lots of golds, lots of pastels, which Morticia probably won't like, but here we are. And of course she's got her wedding ring, and all of her garments are just luxurious and very not Addams Family-esque. So she's going to stick out like a sore thumb. And that is basically it for this build. I'm so happy with them, and I'm glad I took a step outside my comfort zone for this one. If you liked it, please feel free to like and subscribe, and if you're interested in Harry Potter, I have so much Harry Potter, but otherwise I'm definitely looking forward to doing more varied content in the future. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye!